Quick question. Have you ever wondered why your laptop freezes at the worst possible moment, while someone else's just works? Or why gamers swear by one system, creatives love another, and hackers talk about something totally different? Welcome to Mindloom Labs, where tech stops acting mysterious and starts making sense. And here's the crazy part. Most people are using the wrong operating system and don't even know it. That one choice alone could be why your laptop freezes, lags, or sounds like it's about to take off. Stay with me till the end, because one of these systems is secretly perfect for you, and another might be the reason you're constantly frustrated. So before your computer embarrasses you again, like the video, subscribe, and let's expose your OS. Today, I'm breaking down every major operating system, what it's good at, what it's bad at, and which one actually fits you. Trust me, by the end of this video, you'll never look at your computer the same way again. Let's start with the most popular operating system on the planet, Windows. Windows was created by Microsoft and first released in 1985 as Windows 1.0. Back then, it wasn't even a full operating system. It was just a graphical interface sitting on top of MS-DOS. Very basic, very ugly, but revolutionary. Fast forward a few decades, and Windows has evolved into a full powerhouse with versions like Windows 95, XP, 7, 10, and now Windows 11. What makes Windows special is versatility. You can install Windows on almost any PC, from cheap laptops to high-end gaming rigs. It handles everything: office work, video editing, programming, and of course, gaming. Windows is also beginner-friendly. You don't need to be a tech expert to use it. Click, install, done. But Windows isn't perfect. It's known for heavy system requirements, so older PCs suffer, frequent updates that always pop up at the worst time, and security risks, because hackers target it the most. And yes, the legendary blue screen of death, a problem that has existed since the earliest Windows versions. If you've ever seen the blue screen before, tap like right now, you're not alone. Next up, macOS, Apple's operating system. macOS was introduced in 2001, and unlike Windows, it only works on Apple devices like MacBooks and iMacs. That limitation is actually its biggest strength. Because Apple controls both the hardware and software, macOS is extremely stable, smooth, and optimized. That's why creatives love it. Video editors, graphic designers, musicians, they all gravitate toward macOS, thanks to powerful tools like Final Cut Pro, Logic Pro, and GarageBand. Another big advantage is the Apple ecosystem. If you own an iPhone or iPad, everything syncs: messages, calls, files, and that AirDrop magic. Plus, battery life on MacBooks is usually better than most Windows laptops. But there are downsides. Macs are expensive, not great for gaming, and have limited software compatibility in some fields. And because macOS doesn't support DirectX, many games and professional apps either don't exist or run poorly. Mac user or Windows user? Comment below, I'm curious. Now let's talk about Linux. Linux isn't just one operating system. It's a family of operating systems called distributions or distros. Linux was created in 1991 by Linus Torvalds as a free, open-source alternative to Windows and macOS. Here's why Linux is special. It's lightweight, extremely secure, runs on old hardware, and is completely customizable. That's why Linux dominates servers, programming, cybersecurity, and supercomputers. In fact, companies like Google, Facebook, and even NASA run their systems on Linux servers. But Linux has one major problem. It's not beginner-friendly. Many Linux systems rely heavily on terminal commands, manual configurations, and alternative software instead of popular apps. That's why most everyday users avoid it, unless they're tech enthusiasts or professionals. If you want a beginner-friendly Linux video next, subscribe now. I've got you. Next is Chrome OS, developed by Google in 2011. Chrome OS is designed for people who live online. Instead of installing heavy software, everything runs through web apps, cloud services, and Google Tools. It comes pre-installed on Chromebooks, which are affordable, fast, and perfect for schools and offices. Chrome OS boots up in seconds, updates silently in the background, and is very secure because most data is stored on Google servers. It even supports Android apps via the Google Play Store. But there are limitations. Without internet, Chrome OS struggles. Also, there are no full desktop apps like Photoshop, it's weak for multitasking, and it's not built for gaming. Now let's move to mobile operating systems, starting with Android. Android is an open-source OS developed by Google and used by brands like Samsung, Xiaomi, Oppo, and many more. Android's biggest strength is freedom. You can customize themes, install third-party apps, use launchers, and buy phones at any price range. The Google Play Store has millions of apps, and Android powers both budget phones and high-end flagships. But Android has weaknesses. Not all phones receive regular updates or long-term security patches. There's also bloatware, where manufacturers install apps you can't remove. And some apps run smoother on iPhones than Android devices. Then there's iOS, Apple's mobile operating system. Unlike Android, iOS is closed and controlled. Apple decides what apps are allowed, how the system looks, and what users can customize. But that control brings benefits. iPhones get updates for many years, better app optimization, and strong security. Developers often release apps on iOS first because users are more likely to pay, and the Apple ecosystem ties everything together seamlessly. However, iOS is restrictive. Limited customization, no external app installs, no expandable storage, and expensive devices. Finally, let's talk about Unix and BSD. Unix is one of the oldest operating systems, created in the late 1960s at Bell Labs. It was designed for multi-user systems, heavy workloads, and enterprise environments. Unix is used in banking systems, scientific research, and weather forecasting. But Unix is not for consumers, and it's expensive. Licensing can cost thousands per user. BSD, which stands for Berkeley Software Distribution, is a Unix-based system developed at UC Berkeley. BSD powers PlayStation 4 and 5, Netflix servers, and firewalls like pfSense. It's fast, stable, and incredibly efficient, but mostly used by experts. So here's the truth. There's no best operating system, only the right one for you. For gaming and flexibility, go with Windows. For creativity and stability, choose macOS. For power and control, it's Linux. For simplicity, Chrome OS is your friend. For customization, pick Android. And for polish and security, iOS is the way to go. If this video helped you understand operating systems better, hit the like button. Subscribe for more simple tech explanations like this. And comment which OS you use. Let's see who wins.